Just before we get into this video, guys, if you want to follow me on social media, on Twitter and Instagram, the links are here. And if you also want to support me on Patreon as well and help out my channel, that would be absolutely awesome as well. But let's get on with the video. Hey guys, it is Wingy here and welcome to a brand new video. So previously I've done something called the Doctor Who tag, which was basically answering a load of questions about Doctor Who that were personal to me. Favourite doctors, favourite episodes, that sort of thing. And it was a nice fun video, and I thought what I would do is do a superhero version. As you guys may or may not be aware, I am a big Marvel and DC fan. And this is the type of video that, you know, you can sort of do yourself, and then you can take the questions that I'm going to answer today and then do your own video on it. So if you do want to do your own superhero tag, then go and look up your own questions, use the questions that I used today. I'm also using somebody else's questions, and if you do make a video, then send it to me on Twitter or something, because I'll be interested to see what you guys have to say as well. But like I said before, I am borrowing somebody else's questions, so Jack in the Vlogs, I've stolen your questions, I do apologise, but go and check out his channel and check out his video as well. So question number one is, who is your favourite superhero? For me, that's fairly easy, because is it? I really want to say Batman, because I think he's the most interesting, but I've got to say Spider-Man, because he was the first one that I read, first one that I sort of grew up watching the cartoons and movies of, and he was the most relatable. You know, Spider-Man is a hero for everybody. I really related to the fact that this young kid got bullied and then all of a sudden he just got all these powers and flipped his life around. Like, I so badly wanted to do that myself, but it didn't happen. I didn't end up with spider powers, but you know, it is what it is. Number two, what is your favourite superhero movie? That is such an easy question for me. It's The Dark Knight. I just think it's perfect. If I have any criticisms with The Dark Knight, they're nitpicks. They're nothing too serious at all. The gritty realism and just all the performances in that movie and the action is just phenomenal. What is your favourite MCU movie for number three? That is a tough one, because the Marvel Cinematic Universe has had some really good films, but if I had to pick one, I'd have to say Captain America: The Winter Soldier. For me, that was really the movie that changed the direction of the MCU. And I know that people could say, well, the Avengers, that changed everything. And yeah, it did, but I think Captain America: The Winter Soldier not only showed you that you don't have to have a massive team-up movie to include multiple different heroes in one film, but it also affected like Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. and it affected the way that the Marvel Universe would handle itself. In a lot of ways, it did plant the seeds for Civil War. Is this person on our side? Are they not on our side? I mean, are they good guys or bad guys or what? So yeah, it's a bloody good movie. Easily the best so far. Number four is, what is your favourite superhero TV show? Now this would have been a lot easier about a year ago. I would have easily said Arrow or The Flash or Legends of Tomorrow, one of them. Now, however, I really don't know, because those CW DC series, they've really gone downhill in my opinion. But then again, you could also say the Daredevil TV show is awesome as well, as was, well, no, The Defenders wasn't really, was it? But if I had to pick one that I thoroughly enjoyed based on all of it up to this stage, then I'm gonna have to say Jessica Jones. Now obviously season 2 is just right around the corner, but season 1 for me was just perfect. I absolutely loved it. I think she's such a great character, and it was the most interesting out of all of the Netflix stuff so far. However, if we were just up to season 2 of The Flash, I definitely would have said that without a shadow of a doubt. Number 5 is Marvel or DC. Now this is again an incredibly easy one for me. It's not even a hard choice, and that's because I love both equally. Now some of you might say, well, that's just a cop-out answer, and I guess in many ways it is, but we also live in a world where you can have both. If you want to like Spider-Man and the Avengers and the X-Men and all those guys, you can, but you're also at the same time allowed to like Batman and the Justice League and all those different characters. Each of them have strengths, each of them have weaknesses, but they're still bloody good overall. They're all iconic characters, they're all great. Again, this is all just my opinion, but you know, I love them both. I've grown up reading both, and I've grown up watching them both, so I can't really decide. It's like choosing between each of my testicles. I quite like them both. Avengers or X-Men for number 6. Now that's an easy one again, it's the Avengers. The Avengers just have such a variety and diverse amount of characters there, even with some of the X-Men joining the Avengers at some stage. The X-Men I think are cool, but I think there's less characters in there that I like compared to the Avengers. And also, I never really got the whole mutants are like evil and the public hates them, yet the public loves Iron Man and Spider-Man and the Hulk and all those people. I don't get it. I get what they're trying to do with like a prejudice thing, and I understand how mutants are different, but I never really understood why being born with certain abilities makes you worse than someone who gains them later on in life. I don't know, but still, the Avengers. Number 7 is, what is your favourite on-screen portrayal of Batman / Bruce Wayne? I've got to admit, Ben Affleck. Now I know some people have said, well, in Justice League he wasn't the best, and no, I wouldn't say he was, but I just think he has everything, or at least he has the ability to be everything that you would want want in a Bruce Wayne / Batman. Regardless of what you think of Batman v Superman, I think he nailed it in that film. He's easily the best part. He also looks the most like Bruce Wayne and Batman, I think. And that's not me saying that people like Michael Keaton or Christian Bale are bad, because they're not. I already said before, my favourite superhero movie is The Dark Knight. Whilst Christian Bale is more gritty and realistic, Ben Affleck is more of a comic book version of the character, and I kinda like that. Number 8 is, what is your favourite superhero team? I'm gonna have to be biased here and say the Justice League, purely because I grew up with the Justice League cartoon. It introduced me to so many different versions of my favourite superheroes, like Green Arrow and Black Canary, the John Stewart Green Lantern. Vixen was another cool character as well. And without that cartoon show, I don't think I would have known about those superheroes. And as I've grown up, I've subsequently gone on to read a lot of the Justice League comic books, and I really love them. And that's not me saying I don't like the Avengers, because I most definitely do, but I have more of an attachment to the Justice League. Having said that, I also have a soft spot for the Fantastic Four. Number 9 is, what is your favourite superhero theme song / score? Now this is a tough one, because I love the score to The Flash. It's such an inspirational one as well, but I love the one for Arrow, and I also have to admit, I love the one for the Avengers. But if I have to pick one, and it's literally just popped into my head now, and none of the others did, I just thought, oh, well, I remember liking that one, I like that one. But one score just popped into my head, and I just thought, it's got to be that one, and it's the Wonder Woman one. Yeah, the Wonder Woman one is awesome. It just popped into my head, and when she just drops down in Batman v Superman, and you hear... that is just awesome. I love it. I've got to go with that one. But then, of course, I know that the Superman one is also iconic. Can I say X gon' give it to you for Deadpool? Does that count? No, I'm sticking with Wonder Woman. Number 10, who is your favourite super villain? I mean, the obvious choice for me has got to be the Joker. He's definitely the most interesting comic book villain out there. I mean, people can argue that, and that's fine, but for me, I've always found the Joker fascinating. And the thing is, there is no right way to do the Joker. You can do him in a plethora of different ways, and he works. You can have him as this insane clown. You can have him as this more serious, grounded mob boss type. You can have him as calm and methodical, or you can have him as over the top. He's just a very versatile villain in the way that you write him. Psychologically speaking, the Joker is definitely fascinating, but that doesn't mean that I don't like other villains as well. I mean, honourable mentions, I've got to say Venom and the Reverse Flash. If you were a superhero, what powers would you want? I don't really know what powers I'd want. I'd like to be invisible. That'd be cool. Who is your favourite Guardian of the Galaxy? I mean, I really like Rocket. He's just cool. I mean, he's a talking raccoon. Come on. Who's your favourite X-Man? Wolverine. Come on. Easy. Green Arrow or Hawkeye? Green Arrow. Every single day. Easy. The best Archer that we have in comic books. My dad's probably going to disagree because he does like Hawkeye, but nah, it's Green Arrow. What is your favourite superhero video game? Ultimate Spider-Man for PlayStation 2. Amazing game. And if you guys want, I am thinking of getting it for my PC so I can play it. So if you want me to do a walkthrough of that, let me know. And the final question is, if you could be any superhero that already exists, who would you be? Now, I've said this in a previous video, the Best Friend Challenge. I would be... fuck, who would I be? I think I said the Flash, just because he can do a number of different things, but I guess Superman would be an option as well. Anyway guys, that is going to do it for my superhero tag. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you leave a like on it. Do your video responses if you want, using the same questions or different ones. It's up to you. I mean, you don't even have to do it. It's, well, it's a free country, isn't it? Subscribe if you want to see more content on my channel in the future. And if you do any of those things, I would love you forever. But until next time guys, you take care of yourselves. Goodbye. It's such a cool thing. Like when she first appears in Batman v Superman, you hear that. That was awful.